Ladies and gentlemen, if I might have your attention for a moment, please. Good morning. Welcome. My name is John Conroy. What we've tried to do today is bring together a multidisciplinary team, people from PSolve, people from our sister companies within the group, other advisors that we've worked with, and I'm pleased to say a real-life client to actually share her experiences with you.
Right, well, welcome everyone, and thank you very much for taking the time. I think that DC is firmly in the spotlight today. There are things that we can do for the members that we look after to try and bring in that DC deficit and improve their outcome and expected income and retirement. And that's going to be a big focus of my talk today, is giving you some ideas on how we might go about achieving this.
At the time before auto-enrolment really got going at the end of last year, it was estimated that there were 4.1 million active DC members. We've got the Better Regulation Executive and the National Audit Office. They got together in 2010. They put together a report which suggested further work by the pensions regulator to address defined contribution risks.
Flexible drawdown is a relatively new thing introduced by George Osborne to attempt to make these type of plans more attractive to people. The difficulty about pensions, particularly with the large pots, is people feel that they're a lobster pot. They're tempted to put money in with tax relief, but they can't get the money out. In this situation, our individual has a pot of £300,000 in a DC scheme. They're age 65. We advise them to crystallise only £40,000 of that.
Now, we talked to lots of members, and what was quite clear was that most members don't get past that because they look at their fund value and they think, wow, I've got £100,000. That's, I can put that away, I'm comfortable. And I think that's a real challenge for trustees, because I know certainly a few years ago, we'd have our quarterly meetings or monthly calls, but it's still doesn't necessarily enable you to move quickly enough to deal with market movements. And if an employer wants to, we can also access, at the moment, Punter Southall's fiduciary service. I only say at the moment because obviously it's a trustee decision who we appoint. So we are providing access to a fiduciary service, which at the moment is PSolve's.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your attendance. We've had a very full morning. We've been sitting down now for over 2 hours. We would like you to join us if you're free for lunch, which is going to be held next door. Thank you very much for your participation. This is the culmination of a week of these events. We've been around the country. You're our biggest audience. Thank you for that. It only remains for me to ask you to help me thank our speakers for all of their efforts this week.